yourself, you know, like champions, and we're building champions, they don't come from easy times, you know. Someone can have a hard prep, tough prep, go in and have the best meet of their life. Like, I've seen it happen. It's happened to me before, and I see people do it all the time. So just control what we can, continue to put the 100% input in, but embrace a harder journey, you know, embrace a harder peak, because then the comp day is there's more satisfaction from it, there's more reward from pushing through these things. And this is what I love powerlifting for, and why people often stay in it the long term, is because it's a journey. Some comps are harder preps, some comps are easier preps, some are in the hardest times of your life, some are in the easiest times of your life, but it's a full journey, and powerlifting doesn't stop at the next comp. The next comp, yeah, it's big. It's like we're working towards it. We want to do big things, but like, it doesn't stop there.
So, movement. So this prep hasn't gone to plan. When does it ever? I've pretty much said that in every single bodybuilding prep or powerlifting prep that I've done. Because there's always going to be something in the way. I've said this before, back in my last bodybuilding competition, I ended up getting sick. I had the flu, or it was COVID or something like that, when I was 2 weeks out, and it threw me off massively. So now we're 2 weeks out again, just about recovered from a torn quad. And now the next drama is that I've potentially got hematuria. I'm waiting for results to get back just to confirm that. It might be that. I'm not going to tell you what that is, you can look it up for yourself. It's kind of mad, but it is potentially due to like just training very, very hard, and apparently it's quite common for a lot of athletes. Regardless of what it does to you, it's kind of scary, but it is what it is. And we're going to keep pushing for the next 2 weeks to get to the competition. And the point I'm trying to make here is that nothing in life will ever be linear. I've said this before, you're never going to get a full run of like a couple of months at a time without some form of obstacle getting in your way, and that is absolutely okay. That is just life in general, but it's how you react to those obstacles, because the obstacles are the journey. There is never going to be a linear time whenever you just completely float into anything. There are going to be obstacles in the way with absolutely everything in life, but the way you react to them is going to determine the outcome that you're going to get from the journey. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're keeping the head 100% in the game. It's hard to do that, but we're going to do it regardless, and I'm going to give this next 2 weeks my all, because this is where it counts, and I'm not going to let anything get in my way. Right, people, we're going for 185.44. This is an all-time PB. We're feeling okay. We're not feeling amazing, but hopefully we can get through this. I hit 182.5 for 5 last week, so it should be there. First session of this week, 2 weeks out exactly now. Yeah. Right, folks, so 185.44, all-time PB ever. That's probably one of the best squat sets I've ever done. I'd say it was about RPE 8. I was feeling good under the bar. Didn't feel too heavy, so hopefully with that we can probably get like 205 at least in comp, maybe 210. But you can never really predict too hard how you're going to feel in comp day, but everything is calculated and we should be coming out with a PB in the comp regardless. So, now into my back off sets, and then I've got some bench and accessories. Right, so in my squat sets, you can see that at the start of every rep, I am taking a big deep breath into my stomach, allowing my stomach to expand and push against the belt. This is pretty much going to keep me tight throughout the entire lift, especially in the core. So you'll find a lot of people at the bottom of a squat will breathe out and they're just going to lose all that tension, causing you to become unstable and everything like that. So if you can get into the habit of breathing as hard as you can into your stomach, getting as tight as possible, then you're going to get a much more efficient squat from it. 120 times 2, and that's the best it's ever felt. So we've got 132.5, which will be an all-time PB. I'm under 105, setting about 106 at the minute, so I need to start coming back a bit. Well, we'll worry about that if you guys want. Now on the bench press, we're going to try to think about breathing into the rib cage rather than the stomach, and this is going to decrease the range of motion between your lockout and your chest. Now we're still keeping the glutes on the pad, but we're trying to maximize that arch as much as possible to get a more efficient lift. Got a wee bit of a story time to tell you. So pretty much we went out the other night because one of my mates came back, haven't seen him in like 6 months. So we went out, ended up singing a bit of karaoke. Had a few pints, wasn't too bad the next day, I could still train and everything. Long story short, I couldn't find my coat at the end of the night, so I was running around the bar trying to find my coat. Went down to the bar the next morning, there was still no coat there. And then I remembered I've got an air tag on my keys. My house keys were in the coat. So I went down with my phone trying to find the air tag to let it like beep or whatever, and it just wasn't there, but it was last located at the bar at 1:30 that night. So then we put the air tag onto lost mode, and pretty much the air tag started flashing up in Dunseverick, which is about 10 miles away from Portrush. And I was like, this must be a glitch or something. It was kind of out of a movie, and Victoria got up and said, right, we're going straight there right now. Right, so we're on a high-speed chase right now. My air tag has been located in Dunseverick, and if I didn't have the air tag, I wouldn't have probably ever got my keys back. Boys, we've literally just pulled off the heist of a lifetime. I am out in Dunseverick right now and I found my coat and my keys. We've literally just pulled it off. And this bad boy right here is the wee air tag that led us here. This is insane. It was a wee old man.
They were so confused.
They were so confused, and like, I showed him the tracker and was like, my coat's in your house. I know this is a really weird story, but here we are, and we fucking got the coat. Fuck, man. So we got there, we managed to retrieve the coat. Long story short, the moral of this story is to get an air tag. That's a wee bit of a story time for you anyway. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We are currently 2 weeks out, probably 1.5 weeks out by the time you're watching this video. And we're coming for it all. We're going all in. So thank you for watching. Drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Drop a comment if you want to talk to me. And I'll see you in the next video.